Hello. Anybody there? If you are, hello. Happy Easter Monday. And still juggling over here with the producing and back end stuff, but it's ongoing. So say hi in the chat if you haven't already, and I hope you had a good weekend. I just thought I'd pop in here on a Monday. And I'm not well anymore. That's good. And play some songs for those of you that are around and are looking for something to do on a Monday. And I'm going to sing some tunes for you. And we're going to hang out and in the chat. And please share the video, like the video, and so we can get the word out to bring some more people in. I'm going to play for the next hour and a half. I need to do something else at the top now that everything's working, is I also need to share the stream myself, just to make sure that people can find their way in. And if you want to help me with that, that would be awesome. And then I'll get playing. I can talk while I'm doing this, I guess. That's interesting. Everything's working. It seems I just can't set things up in advance. It's very strange. I don't know. It didn't used to, like, it looks like that things have been changed since I did this 6 months ago, so it hurts my brain. But we'll be all right. By the way, I decided to not have supper in advance. And I'm going to eat afterwards. I'm going to sing for my supper officially tonight. That's what I want to do. I actually want to put a picture in there. That's what I want to do. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now that should go straight to here. I'm just checking some stuff out, making sure people can get here. Yep. Oh, good. There's another person watching. Okay, so that channel's working. Good. So hello and welcome. I'm just going to do a bit of chatting here at the top before I start playing today. Usually I'm playing right off the hop, and then I realize things aren't working and people aren't seeing me and all of that. So I need to be my own producer until I can afford to hire one. Which means I'm also my own promoter, social networker, etc., etc. Which means I get to talk to you guys and do this stuff at the same time. So if you feel like talking back and typing me some messages in the chat, that would be great. And let me know how you're doing. How was your weekend? That would be awesome. And while I'm doing this stuff, that would be excellent. And then I can chat with you while I'm doing this. Yeah. Or I can just talk out loud and tell you what I'm doing. That's okay too. So I'm actually going over to my pages now and sharing this with That's what I wanted to do. Good. God, I wish this was easier. Okay. I'm here and that's working. Okay, I can see there's a few people watching. Hang in there, folks. I'm going to keep doing this here. And multitask. This is me multitasking. It's very exciting, I know. Yeah. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Sure, that works. Okay, that works good. No one's saying anything, so I guess we're just sitting here and you guys are watching me do my thing. So if you'd like to chat and engage with me, great. Otherwise, I'll just keep doing my thing here. Well, that's a good one. Sure. Okay. I don't know who's going to be around on Monday, but I thought I'd hop on and play. So, welcome to those of you that are here. And I'm going to sing some songs. And yeah, please say hi. There's people watching right now. Please say hi so I know that you're there. I know who's there. It would be nice. Also, be good to know that everything's working. Maybe you can't hear me. Well, turn some reverb on my voice. Let's see here. Let's start with this one today. This is one of my songs. Yeah, it goes like this. I go again. Got myself into this. I hope it'll be the last time I break this heart. Move along like a stone in the ground. Every time I say I'm fine, you know I'm not. The only one that knows what I'm hiding down within. You are what I needed today. The only one that sees me, the sunshine through the rain, the colors and the shape I'm in, the shape I'm in, the shape I'm in. You are once more to lift me out of this mess. I can never ever thank you enough. You're the only one that knows what I'm hiding down within. You are what I needed today. The only one that sees me like the sunshine through the rain. See my colors and the shape that I'm in, the shape I'm in. Really got me like nobody else. So glad I found you here amongst the stars. The only one that knows what I'm hiding down within. You are what I needed today. The only one that sees me like the sunshine through the rain. You see my colors and the shape that I'm in, the shape I'm in, the shape I'm in. Shape I'm in. That song, I had actually started with my cat in mind. My cat's always there for me when I don't even know that I need him to fill up the soul bucket, you know. But I also was thinking about friends that are there that show up for us when we need them the most, and we don't even know it. But also I was thinking about the good Lord when I wrote this song, and really the only one that really knows everything about you. I mean, if that's what you believe, which It's what I believe, and I'm talking about that now because it's Easter. So happy Easter, and God bless you all. For those of you that believe what I believe, He has risen. Amen to that. Top referring to the good Lord and Jesus. Watch The Passion of the Christ this weekend too. If you haven't seen it, it's a fantastic movie. Mel Gibson put together, and I try and watch that at least once a year. Anyway, I'm going to keep rolling here. I see some people showing up, and thanks for showing up, and stick around. I'm going to sing some songs today. If you don't know how, you can join the chat by signing up for YouTube. It's actually super quick and easy to do. You don't have to worry about like getting a picture or anything. Just your name is enough. And then you can hop on the chat and say hello to me. I would appreciate that. And like Taryn Wagner, for example, who said that this is one of my faves, meaning the song that I just finished called The Shape I'm In. Hello, Taryn, and anybody else that's watching. Please say hi. Happy Easter. And this song, The Shape I'm In, is from my last album called The Shape I'm In. There you go. I guess I can, yeah. So another thing too is SOCAN is paying us out a little bit of money now when we track our songs. So I've been doing more originals. Absolutely. And I'll submit any covers that I do too, of course. But so as I go and my original songs, I'm going to write them down because I will submit these afterwards at some point. And so I'm going to keep going, and part of these performances is about be singing more and more of my original stuff. Before I had a tendency to sing a lot of covers, and I've been doing that for a really long time, but I'm really at the point now, and I put a lot of thought into it over the last little while, and it's just like, especially during the pandemic, and I'm like, I should really be doing my own stuff all the time. I mean, occasional covers, not occasional originals. And so that's what I'm going to do. And sometimes it takes some courage. But I'm at the point where I understand that the audience that I'm going to retain are the ones that like my stuff. And so that may change. But this is also going to help me to be able to write more songs and put more music out there. So inspire me to get back into that more songwriting. So let's continue on, and I'm going to be playing songs maybe that I haven't sang all that often as well, from different albums I put out over the years. Like this one, but I don't think I sing this one enough. This is another title track from another album. This is a song called Shine, and it's just about seeing. As kids, we all shine, but somewhere along the line, there's a lot of people that lose that. And I think that we all deserve to shine in this life. So this is kind of about seeing someone else shining, or at least their ability to shine when they don't even see it themselves. And it's about love too. It's called Shine. breaking down the walls, seeing all the way inside. Let you all the way in, 'cause everything just feels right. It's in the way you look at life, taking in each day, how you make the most of it, even through the gray. You shine, you shine, you shine, you shine. You shine. So that one is called Shine, off the album called Shine. And if you like that and others that I'm singing today, if you like to listen to the recorded versions, you can hear them on Spotify. And so you just got to go on Spotify and find me. I'm easy to find. You just put my name in, and a follow would be great. And the more you listen on Spotify, the more fractions of pennies that I make. It's like 0.008 cents per stream or something like that. So you really have to listen to my music for me to make any, put food on the table, that's for sure. But it's a place to go and listen anyway, but Spotify, at least for the time being, unless you're in the millions, you're not really making any dough. So if you wanted to support me, there's a couple ways that you can do that. One is I've been working on this lately, and that is becoming a suggestion that people become a patron of my art. And so I thought, well, what's a really good way to do that, and it's not going to break people's banks, And I thought that, by putting on these live streaming concerts, it's a way to kind of promote that. And so if you're interested in that, I would definitely point you in that direction first. So I'm putting a link in the chat right now that you can click, and it's also on my website if you're watching this and you don't see the chat in the repeat broadcast. And so what it is, it's subscription based, and it's once a month, and a payment of $10. So I made it the same as Netflix, and there's already a bunch of people that have already signed up for it, and it just comes out of your credit card once a month and supports me creating more music, performing more music, more specifically my own art. And just lets me know that you believe in me and what I'm doing, and that's a great way to support. And $10 a month, I'm sure most of you can probably afford that. So please consider that if you haven't already. Also, you can click that link if you'd like to just tip or donate, which is much better than Spotify. And any amount definitely goes towards feeding myself and my cat Max, who's around here somewhere. I think he's sleeping in the back. Thank you very much in advance. And once again, as far as things go here, if you're kind of new to what's happening, because I know I can see there's a bunch more people that showed up, I encourage you to join the chat and chat with each other. Usually ends up being a great time. We're here to 7:30, another hour today. So you can hop on there and chat with each other, say hi to me, let me know that you're here. Like the video helps as well. That helps YouTube to see that there's something going on over here. And share the video to let people know I'm playing right now. It's a good idea to do that right now, to bring more people into the live stream if you're enjoying it. And then also subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do that. Once I get to 1,000, then it unlocks some really cool features on YouTube. And so, yeah, please consider that. Il Rasso's here again. Hello, Il Rasso. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate you popping in again. And yeah, let's keep going here, folks. And once again, Happy Easter. Happy Easter Monday. I'm going to keep going with some of my original stuff here. And I think I'm going to hang on to some of the ones that I have in mind here. So I have a feeling there's some more peeps going to show up a little later today, so I'm going to just hang on to those. So I think I'm going to dive back into an album here that I put out a long time ago called It's Never Too Late. It was, at the time, I think, advice for myself and for others. And a lot of these songs, I didn't have it was before I really stepped into the real music industry. I was just kind of writing songs and then I put all the songs, like 13 songs on an album, and I got all these great players to come in. I got an amazing engineer, and I kind of self-produced with Steve, actually. The two of us kind of did. And he played a lot of the instruments too, and so the songs, productions are all kind of all over the map. You know, somewhat dated sounding, but they all sound really professional and good. So if you want to hear them, you can, again, same thing on Spotify. That album is uploaded there. And this came out in 2011. Thanks for the likes, by the way, folks. Thank you. So I'm going to sing this song because this has been on my mind lately. I'm sure that there's more of these songs to come now that I'm older and somewhat wiser. This is a song that I wrote for my birth mother that I never met. That was by choice. I wrote this song because I was always torn. I wanted to meet her, but the only communication I ever got was a letter, and it was not a very nice one from her. So I decided not to meet her. But I was up, she gave me away. So that's, as an adopted person, that's never something that is difficult. Like, it's never easy to explain. It's always difficult, it's always abandonment, been a part of my life, and a harder time trusting people than most. So that's just always affected me deeply. But on the other side of the coin, I'm very thankful that she had me and gave me away for adoption, because I ended up with a great family that brought me up, and they're my parents, and they did a pretty good job, don't you think? So I'm really thankful for that. But I've always been torn, in a way as well, of what things have been like. Anyway, she passed away now about a year and a half ago. And so I never had, I was thinking, like, getting to the point where I thought I might go and meet her, but I found out through my birth sister that she had passed away. But anyway, with my birth family, I have 4 siblings, and I'm in contact with my sister Tia, who I love very much, and her son, my nephew Josh. And they tune in from time to time. And but she my birth mother Sandy had 5 of us, and all different fathers, but she had all of us and gave all of us away. Right? That could have been a different choice, and I'm thankful that she made that choice. So, this is a song that I wrote before she passed away many years ago, when I was still drinking a lot, and this is for Sandy. Mama, I miss you, though I never knew you. I thank you, my friend, for giving me a chance under circumstances beyond your control. When I read your letter, I cried that day. Things are getting better, but I still must say, what gives you the right to turn around and walk away? And I'm lying here crying for you. If I never get the chance to see your face again, I still will remember you. I still will remember you. But will you still remember me? Daddy, I miss you, though I never knew you. I thank you, my friend, for giving me a chance under circumstances beyond your control. When I read your letter, cried that day. Things are getting better, but I still must stay. What gives you the right to turn around and walk away? When I'm lying here crying for you. If I never get the chance to see your face again, I still will remember you. I still will remember you. But will you still remember me? Remember me. Remember me. Remember me. Will you still remember? We'll go with that note. Remember me. There you go. That one's for Sandy, my birth mother, who has since passed away. I definitely think about her this weekend. Think about my family and friends this weekend. Yeah, thank you for giving birth to me, Sandy. And I hope you're in a better place now. So that one always tugs on the heartstrings, and those are hard to write, and they're hard to sing for a while, but eventually I can get through them. There's moments in that go really deep. I just have to, find ways to not lose it, because sometimes I start going there. But it's always good when I hit the wrong note at the end, because then I start laughing and it takes me right out of that place. But it's good to feel it too, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I started hitting a wrong chord and then it took me to a wrong vocal note. I'm like, oh, that works. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Happy Easter. Nicole's here. Hi, happy Monday. Bonnie Jellison. Hello, Bonnie. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's a really deep song. I need to write more of those, and I don't know, a lot of musicians have really been suffering this past year. And I'm not going to lie to you, it's been really difficult for me too. I try to put on a persona that everything is all right, but I do that mostly because I want to help others, and it's just like a part of my nature is to, sing songs and play music for people, but it's been really hard. Like thankfully, I have a business brain for music, and I've been able to keep going with music, but just like personally and, mental health and stuff, it's been tough. So, no problem talking about it, and it's been tough getting back in the saddle. Like, I haven't written many songs this year. I've been doing music stuff, like doing like instrumentals, but I'm really looking forward to when that, spark for songs comes back, because it's not really there. But I keep singing, because I know for me that's what I need to fill up my soul bucket, and I also know that it helps others. It's part of the reason why I come on here and do this thing. It just, like, I was doing it for like the first 6 months, and it was really great. It was great for me and great for others. And then I stopped for like 6 months, and now I'm starting again. So please spread the word and let other people know that I'm coming online. This is a special one on Monday here because I just felt like playing on Monday. Plus it's Easter as well. It's a good weekend. I made turkey yesterday. Talk about that in a second. But for every Friday from 6 till 7:30, I'm committing, at least for now, to come on here and play straight through. And I'm going to play mostly my original stuff, which you've been hearing so far. And I need to make sure that I write these songs down now, because I'm submitting these sheets to SoCan, and they have money allotted for people that are performing live online now. So I'm going to submit these in so I can partake in that, and trying to get as many streams of income as possible right now. But I'm doing pretty good, to be honest. Like, that's one thing I was really worried about, but I'm doing all right. So now I just have to get this inspiration back. But mostly, I know it's about getting to work, but I have to feel it to write songs. It's just the way that I'm built. And a lot of people are like, oh, craft, or get to work, or go work to a deadline. I get it, right? And I do that, and I've been getting film, TV placements, and all this and all that. But every album that I put out, I put my heart into every single song that I write. Like, I can't write to just write like trite stuff. I can't do it. If I can't sing in it and I can't like tell a story about it a little bit, then I've got to have a piece of me in everything that I do. And so that's coming. There'll be more of those coming. I know for sure it's just going to start pouring out of me, and I'm starting to feel like I'm getting there. But it's got to come from a place, and a lot of my mentors have been really helping me to get deeper. More songs about my birth mother, and like these things that in my life that I'm not realizing, like, that are so much about other people's lives, especially when I can write universally. Yeah, so I know that this is a big reason why I was put here on this earth, is music, and to help others with music, and so I know I need to force myself to write, at least put the guitar or the pen in my hand, and then, one thing that really made me feel better about that whole, like, needing to do that and, like, feel it is Paul McCartney. I was listening to an interview with him the other day, and he was talking about this very thing. Like, he can't write to briefs, and he's never really had to because he's Paul McCartney, but he can't write to like for ads or like it's just not his thing. But he, when he sits down, he's talking about singing and writing with John Lennon, and the two of them would sit on the opposite each other on the bed, and one would usually bring most of us all, and the other would kind of finish it. But it was always like, and in some of their songs, like they didn't really love to write. Like he brought "She Loves You" up as an example, but they still ended up being great hits. But he had to feel like he had to mean something to him in every single song, and otherwise, what's the point? And that was his, thought process, and I really appreciated that, and that actually stuck with me and inspired me, and I think I'm going to be, I feel like the writing for me, and like more songs are coming, and when they come, it's going to open. It's going to be like floodgates for me. So anyway, I just wanted to get that out. Thanks for showing up today, folks. Appreciate it, and I can see there's a bunch of people here. Thanks for saying hello in the chat, and those of you that have not said hello, please do so. If you want. If you want to be a fly in the wall, that's okay too. But I kind of like to know who's here. It's just my thing. I like to know. It's like a live performance where I'm actually... It's hard enough as it is where I can't see you guys and I can't hear you guys, when I finish a song. But to not even know who's there watching, that's a little bit over the top. It's okay. It's something that it's a little weird for me, but I'll get used to it. All right, this is a song that I wrote. This is a really good story behind it. This was off the same album, It's Never Too Late, by the way, which is on Spotify. Whole album's there. If you like these songs, you can go listen to them again. There's a link I put in the chat where if you'd like to tip or donate or be a subscriber of mine, you can do that there. And that's all the promo I got. Oh, and share this video because it'll help bring more people in to watch. I'm here till 7:30. Time's flying today. Feels like it anyway. Probably because I love what I'm singing today. Let's do my own stuff. This is a song that is on this album, and definitely have some fans of this song. My friend Glenn Reed, who's one of my mentors and amazing songwriter, and he at the time was very much in love with this girl, Susie, and he couldn't have Susie because Susie liked girls more than guys. Let's just say that. Susie is a wonderful person, and I love her, and she's a good friend of mine too. Anyway, so I watched the two of them go through this, and Susie gently deflecting Glenn, and Glenn just going through this, I'm so drunk that I have to let it all out every time I'm drunk kind of thing. And I'm not trying to embarrass anyone here, but one morning he was sitting, because him and I lived together for a while, he was sitting on the front step at like 6 o'clock in the morning. He'd been out drinking all night, and I'm sure that I was drinking too. And I came out, I'm like, hey man, I was on my way to work. And at the time I had a job working at a flower shop, North York, like North Toronto, and I was living in Scarborough. So those of you who know Toronto, it was like an hour and a half almost subway ride to get to work. I was putting flowers together and delivery as well. Anyway, and I was on my way to work, and he was in tears. I'm like, what's going on, Glenn? And he's like, Robbie, I just want her, and I can't have her, And his pain was just so affecting me, getting right through to me, and partly because I know what it feels like to not be able to be with the person that you love. For me, her name was Catherine, 2001, and I don't know if I'll ever love somebody like that in my life again. And the people that haven't experienced that, I feel sorry for them, but also when it ends, it's like the worst thing ever, you know. It's the greatest thing in the world to experience true love, but boy, it sure does hurt when it doesn't work. Anyway, so I felt his pain, and I went to work, went to the back of the shop, and it was raining out, I remember, and I was doing, sweeping the floor and like cleaning up, and it was kind of a slow day, and Susie was there. She's the one that got me the job. She was working like as an administrative assistant, and I was in the back in the shop part and getting ready for deliveries and stuff. So I went to have a smoke because I was still smoking cigarettes at that time. This is like 2003, maybe 2004. And then this line came to me. I've never seen somebody love somebody so much as I've seen when somebody's loving you. I was like, whoa! Where the hell did that come from? Scrambling for a pen. I was like, that's like, wow, right? So I went and wrote it down and put it in my pocket, finished my work day, went home, and then I wrote this song. This is for my friends Glenn and Susie. Glenn's now married, not to Susie. He's very happy. Susie's also married to Lisa. She's also very happy. You know you've got it all together, or at least you think you do. I think I'd beg to differ from another point of view. So many hearts, so little time. I don't mean this to be cruel, but I can see it in your eyes that you know I'm no fool. I've never seen somebody love somebody so much as I've seen when somebody's loving you. I've seen somebody love somebody so much as I've seen when somebody's loving you. And I can feel their pain in the morning rain as it soaks them to the bone. With a gentle hand you deflected them to sow their troubles on their own. They all talk about the weather, but that's not what's on their minds. You know that one thing is true when they're looking in your eyes. So many men, so little time. They all seem so confused, because your heart is like an ocean. The horizon is all they view. Never seen somebody love somebody so much as I've seen when somebody's loving you. Never seen somebody love somebody so much as I've seen when somebody's loving you. the pain in the morning rain soaks them to the bone. With a gentle hand you deflected them, so their troubles on their own. Never seen somebody love somebody so much. I've seen when somebody's loving you. Never seen somebody love somebody so much. I've seen when somebody's loving you. All right. That's called Somebody's Loving You. And originally it was called Beg to Differ. But once I started studying songcraft, I realized like pulling a lyric from a song is not really how you should title it. I mean, they did it a lot in the 60s. Bob Dylan did it, but nowadays it's like, yeah, man, last line of your chorus, or your refrain is your hook. So, yeah. So there you go. That's for Glenn and Susie. Once again, folks, I'm here till 7:30 today, and just special hopping on, no pun intended, hopping on Monday night. Happy Easter. Hello to Lisa Bosman, who's also an awesome musician and performer and songwriter. Thanks for popping by, Lisa, and hello. And everyone else that showed up, and people that are saying hello in the chat, and people that are flies on the wall in the background. Hello, and thank you for showing up. If you'd like to support Robbie, you can do that by clicking the link in the chat, and that'll take you to the live streaming link on my website where you can tip, donate, or become a patron of my art. I've caught myself a sniffle. Oh, I felt that all the way down in my subcockles, that one. Woo. Excuse me. All right. Here's another one from this album. I might as well continue on. I'm enjoying this. Thanks for showing up, my fine feathered friends. I don't know what it is. I just like lacking this motivation. I mean, things are good. I'm earning money in the music business, and all my life's music, but I don't know. I'm just lacking the drive. Just lacking the drive to write songs. But I know it's going to come. I'm going to force myself to write, and once I start flowing, I know everything is going to be okay. This is a song I wrote for my Scottish friends, and a Scottish girlfriend I had at the time as well. And actually, it's around the same time. Billy and David owned a pub called the Brigadoon in Scarborough, and Fiona was David's sister and Billy's niece. And then her and I dated for a while, and I wrote this song inspired by my Scottish friends and peeps out there in the world. Also, I was in a band when I was younger, and I think everyone was Scottish except for me and another guy. But three of them were Scottish for sure, and so it was I learned a lot about the Scots and a lot of respect and love I have for the Scottish people. So I wrote this song about that. do. I don't know about you. Oh yeah, I had turkey dinner last night. I made it myself for myself, and I cheated. I cooked 2 turkey breasts, and oh my God, it was good. And I mean, I consider myself like more than an amateur cook. Like I like to chef it. You know, I'm certainly no pro, but I put in my hours as a chef, as a cook, and I really like to cook, and it's a lot similar to music production and engineering, which is also something I do. So once in a while, like I don't want to do it every day, but once in a while I'll cook up a big meal, and so I got everything prepped yesterday. Cooked myself a couple of turkey breasts, and decided to take my hand at cooking turkey. And the drill is always like, it's going to come out too dry. But I did some things yesterday that I just use my instincts from what I learned over the years. And I talked to my mom earlier that day, and she gave me some tips. But also, I've done a lot of cooking, so it came out so incredibly moist. It's so good. I made turkey gravy and mashed potatoes and broccoli, and I even made stuffing. Well, not from scratch. It was from a box. That's where I kind of cheated, but it was really good. Glad that I can inspire you, Lisa. And that's part of the drill. Anyway, here's this song called "The Heart of Scotland." Through the fields of mist, the heights of the land, that the finest folk forged from the ages, the lives that they led. I think I might be in the wrong key. Through the fields of mist, in the heights of the land, live the finest folk forged from the ages, and the lives that they led, ever strong and free, with honor stood on high lands, beneath Scottish skies. If you touch the heart of Scotland, you've touched the heart in me. If you touch the flower of Scotland, in love you will believe. Through the fields of time, in the place of the gales, he survived, defended, and died in stages. The lives that they led, ever strong and free, with others stood on high lands, neath Scottish skies. If you touch the heart of Scotland, you've touched the heart in me. If you touch the flower of Scotland, in love you will believe. If you touch the flower of Scotland, you've touched the heart in me. If you touch the flower of Scotland, in love you will believe. There you go, The Heart of Scotland. I write that one down. Lisa's like, yes, she's not, especially with the box stuffing. Yes, I've inspired you with box stuffing. It was pretty good, actually, but it was extremely salty. That's for sure. I didn't need any salt on that. But when you're just buying the breasts, you can't really stuff stuffing into anything. That's my excuse anyway. But I did do the mashed potatoes. The turkey was that was the main part. That was very, very good. All right. This one is a song that I wrote when I was living in Guelph, Ontario. And I wrote this I wrote this about my experience with a homeless man. And there was this heckler standing in front of him, and he was just trying to make ends meet, sitting playing his guitar. And this heckler was telling him to play Skynyrd or some shit like that. And I was walking by because I had to go and get a liquor bottle downtown, which I never do, but my liquor store was closed. So I got my bottle and I came back, and then I had that experience with him, which seemed to, it's like, I think it really spurred me to start raising money for homeless, which I have been doing every year since 2008, through my, communities and, musicians and people getting together and raising much. I've raised over $20,000 with the help of my musician friends over the years, which is really cool. And I plan on doing more of that. Maybe even try and do something online. Anyway, this song kind of started it all. All right, it's called The Old Man Blues. Walking along, just minding my mind. The distance I saw the old man singing his songs to the unkind with a weather guitar in his hand. Past the unkind, a heckler indeed, disgraced the old man's concrete bed. Instead, stop singing the blues and I'll let you know. So sing the songs in my head. The old man said, nothing gonna stop me from singing the blues. Nothing gonna stop me, yeah. But Jesus. Went to the store for my $15 fix. So thinking about the old man. Sing me some change, a last cigarette to put in the old man's can. I came back along to see the old man. Sweet blues guitar melody. I put all the goods into his can. Give me some Delta blues, please. The old man said, nothing gonna stop me from singing the blues. Nothing gonna stop me, yeah. Gee. Can I get a hallelujah? So can I get a hallelujah? Can I get a hallelujah? Hallelujah, Jesus. Jesus. Come on. Hallelujah, Jesus. One more time. Hallelujah, Jesus. You're never gonna stop me from singing the blues. You're never gonna stop me. It's my down and dirty blues face. Thanks, Andrea. Happy Easter, everybody. Have a good time. And I got a couple of songs left for you here, but thanks for showing up. And once again, I'm here every Friday from 6 till 7:30. And join my time. Today I'm singing for my supper. I'm actually looking forward to having turkey leftovers, which I already had for lunch. About to do it again for supper. Digging into the gravy and mashed potatoes and eating. Oh, I'm proud of myself. Yeah, so let's write that one down. And we might as well go ahead and play all originals today. Why not? No point in breaking that streak. This is a good one. This is a thank you to the good Lord, and a thank you to a young lady that I met many years ago. And I thought it was funny. I thought I had a connection with her, and spiritual connection, but also relationship. I thought we worked together at a restaurant in Red Deer, Alberta. Her name was Robin. And we ended up talking after a shift for like 4 hours, just sitting in her car, just outside my house, like before I went in. And she never ended up coming in, but we just had a really good connection. And I thought that things were going to develop from there, but it was also like a God thing, and I just went in hoping we'd reconnect. So I went inside and I wrote this song because I was really feeling we had a good conversation about God as well, and then sometimes some things happen for a reason. I mean, God or the universe or whatever. She quit like 3 days later and then left town. So it wasn't because of my deodorant or anything. It just didn't work out. But I still have this song. Some things inspire me to write songs, and maybe it was just a matter of getting this song. This song has been liked by a lot of people that like my music too. They're fans of this one. And this is just a song simply called, this is the last song on that album. It's Never Too Late. And just ended up stripping everything else down and just leaving guitars and my vocal on this one. It's called Thank You. you for the night you listen to my life. Thank you for the light that you shone in my eyes. There's magic in the night when you hold me tight. Thank you for the night you listen to my life. Thank you for the light that you shone in my eyes. There's magic in the night when you hold me tight. If you should stay far away from me, then I will know it's never meant to be. If you should stay, try and unfold your love. Then I will know to thank the stars above. Do 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 do. Magic in the night when you hold me tight. Thank you. I had a friend of mine, Rose, was a she was my golf buddy back in Ontario, and she spent a lot of time together, and she was a really good friend, and she loved my music, and she supported my songs and supported that album. She became my investor as well, and she really supported financially too, and really helped this album to get finished, because I was in no shape at that time to come up with any kind of money for any album. But I did come up with quite a bit myself, but she as far as promo and marketing and all these other things, but she funded the album, and I'm forever grateful and thankful for that. And so she came up to the studio, because this was like the last vocal that I was putting down on the album, and I wanted to bring her up and her friend Carrie Lee up to the studio, for that they hadn't had an experience like that before. So they sat in the control room when I was doing the vocal, and I remember just adding that last thank you, which wasn't planned. I added that last thank you when I was looking at her through the glass, and I said thank you to her. She knew that, and it was just a wonderful moment that ended up on the record. And that's just, it's like an honor, right? It's the best way to honor somebody is just, that's besides paying them back, honoring them on the record. That's how I honored Rose. So I'm very thankful for her. Thank you, Rose. Do you watch this in the broadcast, or you're watching right now? You never know. All right, a couple more songs. Let's move a little more forward, shall we? And yeah. going to see if I can sing this one up here. Feeling brave. So I came up the guitar riff for this one, like back in like 2006, I think, 2007. And then had different lyrics, which were garbage. But in like 2014, I revamped this lyrically with the same riff, which I loved the riff, but I was like, it's got to be a way I can put new music over it, and I did put new lyrics and vocal over it, thanks to the encouragement of one of the best mentors I've ever met in my life. It's time to tell it just like it is. You miss my arms and I need your kiss. Let's get on back to this faith in us, so this can be better than it ever was, than it ever was. Why are we breaking our lovers' hands when all we really need is one more chance? You know we got this, it's our bridge to cross, so this can be better than it ever was, than it ever was. It's cold and I'm waiting for this warm compromise. Let me light this fire so I can watch you dance. Your eyes, in your eyes, butterfly kisses when the day begins, like a rush of chocolate that warms your skin. Let's stay under covers and make this love, so this can be better than it ever was, than it ever was. Ooh. Like that one. Better than it ever was. And before that was Thank You. Well, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I really appreciate it. I'm going to sing one more for you, and then I'm gonna hit the road, which is that way to my kitchen, and I'm gonna heat up some turkey dinner, and I'm gonna enjoy it. And I hope that you enjoyed your Easter weekend, and God bless you all, and pray for you all, and pray for all my friends and family around the world at this time. And yeah, thanks a lot for showing up. And Max the cat also says thank you for showing up. He's definitely waiting for me to get off this stream so he can sit on my lap. That's his main goal right now. Yeah, it's funny, like he can tell when I'm like finishing. He always comes over when like, as soon as I say last song, he's like, "Ooh, does that mean it's lap time? Lap time." He's a fluffy mess. But my favorite fluffy mess, right, bud? Yeah, you're a good boy. I'll be just a few more minutes. Okay. One more for you. I'm going to sing this one. This is a song that was placed on a commercial in Peru, of all places. I wrote this with my friend Andy Gabris. He did most of the production. I did most of the lyrics and melody. That's kind of how that worked. But we also both did stuff. Like I think I played piano and a bit of guitar. And he gave me the lyric idea for like the second verse. So it made it into commercial. It's on my credits page on my website, RobbieHancock.com, if you want to check that out. And they used the whole song. And it's a company called Claro in South America, which is similar to Telus up here, I guess. And they used it for that. And they paid us $1,000 US for this one. Pretty cool. And then also this made it to the semifinals for the International Songwriting Competition, which is like the top 11% of 18,000 songs around the world. That's like the top competition in the world, that one. So proud of that too. And it's also had some other placements, smaller ones. This was inspired by an autistic boy and his family at the time. Definitely due for some new songs. Not that I don't like singing this one, but I just like think about how long ago it was. I was inspired by that, you know. And this was like, it was a while ago. It wasn't that long ago, I guess. Yeah, it was 2000, probably 2010. I wrote this. Yeah, it's 11 years. Anyway, thanks for listening again, folks. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna put that link into the chat again. I appreciate your support. Tip, donate, thank you. Or if you'd like to become a patron of my art, you can do that $10 a month on my website. Thank you. And yeah, it's by me and Andy. And it's got a bit of Andy's daughter in there who is, she has Down syndrome. She had an operation on her heart when she was 2. And he was talking about how she soldiered on after that. And that's kind of in the second verse. Here we go. Born outside the box, different in all of your thoughts. You speak, I listen. You lead, I'll give in. Promise I'll watch over you and be so proud. I don't ever want for you to feel left out. I will always find a way to guide you through your day, out of the darkness and into the bright. Scars deep in your heart, fading where you soldier on. You hurt, I feel it. You break, I'll heal it. Promise I'll watch over you, be so proud. I don't ever want for you to feel left out. I will always find a way to guide you through your day, out of the darkness and into the bright, out of the darkness and into the bright, out of the darkness and into the bright. There you go, folks, and that be all for today. Once again, I will be back here on Fridays from 6 until 7:30 Friday evenings. Happy Easter. Thanks for showing up today and listening to my songs and listening to me blabber on. I appreciate it, and try sing new songs every week. Please tell your friends, tell 5 people about these things, and they'll keep growing like they did before. And part of the reason I do this is not just for me cathartically, but also for you and bringing music to you wherever you are in your space, in your home, in your hearts. Thanks so much, and we will see you next time. Have a good evening. Have a good Monday evening.